Hello, this is Bruce at Big Fish Software, and this is an introductory video for Workouts X. When you start the app and you've never been in it before and you don't have a database set up, you'll come to the welcome screen that will give you some information about the app. This app is free. You can try it as long as you want, but there are restrictions on the number of workouts and the number of athletes that you can load up into the app. If I click the arrow at the bottom, the next screen talks about subscriptions. So to remove those limitations, there is a subscription available for a low monthly fee. This will remove the limits on workouts and athletes, and it will also allow you to back up your database to the iCloud and eventually Dropbox so that you can share it with other coaches or other devices that you may own. Okay, for now, we're going to go in and get started. So I click on the Get Started for Free button, and I have an option where I can go in and create a database that's essentially empty, has just a few of the fields defined to it, or a demo database that has some workouts and things already created. So I'm going to choose the demo database. It's just confirming that that's what I want to do. And then we come into the main workout app. Now you notice at the bottom, the main navigation, we have the Workouts tab, which is already highlighted. There is the Athletes tab. So I can go in and set up athletes for this database. And then the Settings tab. Now, the settings is really where you want to get started with the app. This is where you set up the seasons, your coaching staff. You can set up the different categories that will be used in the app in different places. So groups, your workout groups. You can set up your the different strokes and different categories of types of things that you do in a workout. And I think by clicking through these, you'll get an idea of how they're used. So you see like the strokes, just the standard 4 strokes, plus a choice option and an IM option. These are things that you might set up a workout, and you might include a set that is 1050s butterfly. And instead of having to type in butterfly, you'll just be able to go and choose this predefined stroke. What that will also do is once reports are available in the app, we'll be able to take and look at all the workouts that are done and break it into these different categories and strokes and do some reporting based on the amount of time you spend doing sets based on these different categories. So I'll just click on work here. You can see the predefined ones that we have for this demo database and the modifiers, the predefined modifiers. Once again, just click on the plus button up here at the top if you want to add your own. So it's completely customizable. You can add as many modifiers and strokes and things that you want. We just give you a set to get you started. Also with any of these things in the demo database, if you don't like one of them, you never want to use them. I'm never going to do surgical tubing, maybe with the group of kids that I have, so I can remove that. So I just swipe over and I can choose to delete that modifier, and then it's not going to show up in my list of selections. So you can set this up to have what you need. Same with energy. Some standard energy settings have been created here, but you could delete all these and create your own settings and use your own terminology. The other thing, so we talked about you can set up your seasons here. And I'm just going to go through and create a new season. So I'm going to hit the plus sign here on the new season, and I'm going to call this Summer of 2019. And I'm going to say that that's going to start in May 1st. And we're going to go over to August 31st. And it highlights that whole area, and you can see May 1st to August 31st. And we'll just save that. And now I have a new season defined. Same with coaches. I can add coaches. I can swipe to delete coaches if they're no longer associated with the team. Okay, so that's the general setup information. I also want to point out the preferences at the bottom. There's workout setting preferences. These are the default values that will be used when you're creating a new workout. So you can set these up based on your what you normally do. And then there's workout setting preferences. And we'll get into this a little bit later in another video, but there's a pace clock feature in the app, and there's a number of different settings that we can control in terms of the beeps for start off or send offs, and the colors that are displayed on the pace clock. So we'll get into those in a later video. A couple other things on the settings page that are very important. The About box. That will show you if you have an active subscription. It will allow you to subscribe if you do not. And it will also have a button that will that you can send me an email. And I love to get emails and hear your suggestions and comments or any issues that you're having with the app. So you can contact me at bigfishsoftware@gmail.com. There's a resources tab that will take you over to where you found this tutorial on the Big Fish website. There's a Google group setup that you can jump to from here. We are partners at ProSwimWorkouts.com. We have a link for their website, and there's also an email button on here for me, so if you want to contact me with any information. Finally, on the settings page is the database. And as I say, right now we do not have an active subscription. So we don't have the ability to back up or restore a database from the iCloud. But if you went in and subscribed, this is where you would be able to go in and work with that and save your data and back it up and restore it onto different devices. Since we don't have an active subscription, there is an option here to delete the database that we currently have and create a blank one or create a new demo database. So if you've put in a bunch of stuff and you're just testing it out and you want to just delete everything and get back to scratch, you'll be able to do that here. So that is a basic introduction to some of the settings, and as I say, we will dive into each of these sections in a little more detail in other videos. Thank you for listening.